Hi, I'm Marlon Dahl, and this is Bachelor on a Budget. Today, I want to show you how to make vegan food taste amazing using umami flavored ingredients. This is going to be awesome, and you're probably wondering, what the heck is umami? So, I'm going to tell you. So umami is actually our fifth taste. It can be described as a savory flavor. The taste you often have with like Parmesan or meat or really savory flavors. In Japanese, it can be translated as pleasant savory taste. In 1985, umami became recognized as a scientific term to describe the taste of glutamates. So glutamates are in soy sauce, in tomatoes, in meat, in fermented foods, and it's what makes for that savory flavor. So umami was recognized as a distinct flavor to sweet, sour, bitter, and salty. Now, there are some unique ingredients that can actually make your vegetables and your vegan and vegetarian dishes actually taste a lot more savory, with a couple key flavor enhancers, and these are stuff I love to use, so I'm gonna show you a few of them, so let's get into it. First off, we have nutritional yeast. This stuff is so good. It adds like a cheesy, nutty flavor. You've probably heard of this. It makes a great topping on popcorn, which I actually have a recipe for, and it's just delicious. It's a great way to add a lot of cheesy flavor. And it's actually a complete protein source, meaning it has 9 of the essential amino acids that your body can't produce. Now, you're probably not gonna be putting this into your protein shake, but little addition. I like to add this to pastas, to vegetables, basically anything you're trying to make more cheesy. Sometimes even in chili, in stews. I use this quite frequently. My girlfriend, huge fan. She'll eat it by the spoon, which I think is disgusting, but yeah, some people love it. I've also heard it referred to as nooch or vegan crack. And I'm still not a vegan. I've adopted, I'd say now it's about a 95% plant-based diet, and I just keep shifting. The more I learn about food, the more I shift, and I've kind of just phased in more plant-based diet. But occasionally when I go out to a restaurant or a family or friends who's cooking, I'll sometimes indulge, but I've definitely narrowed that a lot down. And learning how to cook plant-based foods so they actually taste delicious, it's a game changer. Next we have Miso Paste. Yeah, unique one. This has been used for quite a while in Japan, and this is fermented soybeans, if you're not familiar, and you've probably had miso soup, but you might not have used this as an ingredient, but I've recently started using this. I use it on eggplant. I did a recipe with that recently, and it is so good. It's very salty as well, so you don't need to add salt when you use it, but you can use this in like vinaigrettes as well, or for adding more flavor to any kind of soup. Now, you don't want to cook this too long as it kills off some of the supposedly healthy bacteria, but I do recommend giving this a shot. And this is white bean miso paste. So you can probably even find this at your local grocery store in the international aisle, but I got this from my Asian grocery mart. Okay, don't click away when I show you this, but MSG, this stuff, Umami Seasoning. MSG is not actually bad for you. At least there's been hundreds of studies on it, and they haven't been able to recreate any of the effects that people often claim. It is a very simple chemical. It is glutamate, so that is flavor enhancing ingredients, binded to salt, monosodium, and it's actually only 12% salt. Looks like little elongated salts. And you don't want to use too much, just kind of some small pinches. I think it's like 1%, because too much it's no good. But this makes umami flavor. So just as salt makes things salty and sugar makes things sweet and lemons make things sour, MSG makes things savory, that umami flavor. So even this on some vegetables, I had some earlier today. Don't have any headaches, don't have any weird symptoms going on. But do your own research. I've actually done a video that I go a bit more in depth in the history and why it became this very pervasive myth that you can check out. And I'm sure I'll get a few comments down below, but check it out, look at credible sources, and you will probably come to the same conclusion that MSG is not harmful. I'm gonna clean that up now. Now for something you've probably never heard of before, mushroom seasoning. Don't mind my crinkled bag. This is abalone mushroom extract, or seasoning, and this adds a delicious umami flavor. It actually says on it, a substitute for MSG. And I think I read about this on Reddit, I think maybe even in the Eat Cheap and Healthy subreddit, and someone said you gotta try mushroom seasoning at the Asian grocery store.
Well, here we go.
Yeah, that's what my friends say too. Well, here we go.
I think it was actually a post about the top ingredients that you need to buy at an Asian grocery store, and this was one of them. And shout out to that community. If you haven't heard of the Eat Cheap and Healthy community, highly recommend go check it out. And thanks to all the fans that have come there and supported the channel. Yeah, for both vegetarian and non-vegetarians. Great marketing. The best nutrition in the newest mushroom family. Wow, loving this coffee. I'll keep going, okay? With a special Japanese technology and formulation, we are able to extract the relevant ingredients from abalone mushroom and produce a special seasoning that tastes extraordinary tasty that make MSG a past. Usage: saute, deep fried, hot soup, hot pot, and any style of cooking. Anything. An excellent substitute for MSG, can be mixed into any raw or cooking food with proper amount. But yeah, this stuff is awesome. I keep mine in a little container, and it's like these dried little puffs. Yeah, they, like, you can crack them down, but yeah, just like mushrooms add a delicious umami flavoring, this extract does the same thing, but you can use it on anything you're trying to get to taste more savory. So check it out. You'll probably have to go to the Asian grocery store for this one, or even online maybe. Now, this is not an umami flavored ingredient, but it can enhance the flavors, and just in general to make food taste better. Fat. Coconut oil. Fat and coconut oil and olive oil, ideally virgin, they transport the flavors to your palate. So don't be afraid of fat if you got the good stuff. Obviously, if you're eating too much oil, it's not gonna be any good for you. But other fats like in avocado and in nuts, that can add delicious savory flavor as well because it's transporting those flavors to your palate. It just makes things taste more rich. So thank you guys for watching. I do recommend you try picking up some of this stuff, and maybe just to start out, try it on some vegetables so you can kind of notice the difference. Maybe do like half and half, and maybe for MSG, put it on like one little piece and see if you die or your head falls off. But yeah, leave a comment down below, and I want to know if there's any like cool flavor enhancers that I don't know about, maybe that I haven't tried or that I didn't include in this video, and I'm sure the other people would love to see that down in the comments below as well. So thanks again for watching. If this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out. You'll get a notification if you hit that alarm button, and watch some more videos. YouTube loves to see when more people are watching more of my videos, or even if you don't want to see any more of mine, click one of those recommended videos. And anyways, thank you. Bye.